Hello guys, this is your weekly crypto charting report. We do this every Friday, and I always have a look at the Bitcoin chart, and we will also have a look at the top gainers and the top losers of the week. So first of all, here we have Bitcoin. Last time we were about here, and back then I said that Bitcoin looks quite weak and there is a high probability of failure. In the end it bounced for the third time around 7,500, and it moved for a few days within this red falling channel, but around here 3 days ago we had the breakout. And of course after the breakout we continued higher, and now we have this green rising channel that is actually looking a bit like a wedge though. And at this point I cannot really do predictions on what will happen here, but for sure someone should be very careful of this green line here. So the bearish scenario, and maybe it is still a bit more likely, and this is that we'll probably continue within the channel and maybe hit this 8,800 level and then fail. And this will be a double top scenario. Of course, if you have Bitcoin and you are considering of selling, either way you should be careful of this trend line, as we said. Then of course the bullish scenario is continue in the channel, then hit this line and have a breakout, and this breakout will probably push Bitcoin another 20% or something. So this is it for Bitcoin. Then here is the list of the top 50 coins of this week, and I have sorted them by date. And the top gainer was Chainlink, followed by Litecoin and Zcash. So we will see these three. And the top losers were Zilk and Basic Attention Token. Overall, this was a bad week for altcoins, as we see Bitcoin is in number 4 position. So let's now go to the chart. So first of all, here we have Chainlink. Chainlink is in a steady rising channel the last year, but the last few days we have a significant rise, and this is a quite let's say dangerous thing that is happening here. It's not only the price, we have a lot of volume. I think that there should be some important news going around. So if you are wishing to trade this, you should certainly search for the news. Either way, I think that it's quite dangerous to buy up here, and the better entry point will be in this first support line, and maybe even better in the longer support line down here. The situation in the USD chart is similar. So yeah, that is for Chainlink. And here we have Litecoin. Litecoin is in a steady rising trend since the start of the year. And here we had two big pumps. The thing is that all these movements are powered by speculation regarding the upcoming halvening. And the halvening is the event where the miner rewards are cut in half. And there is always a lot of speculation around events like that. But I think that the market is always front-running events like that, and we will probably have a big dump before the halvening. So be extremely careful here. And yeah, the Bitcoin chart and the USD chart are quite similar. We have a long-term support line, and here we have also some short-term line that is already broken, and a mid-term line that will probably touch it really soon. I think that this line also will probably break, or at least has a higher probability to break, and yeah, when we return in this long-term line, maybe it is a good case to buy, but only if the halving is not happening, let's say, next week. And that is for Litecoin. So next we have Zcash, and yeah, Zcash, the last 1 year, it is in this long falling channel, and yeah, this looks quite bad. And so the last few days there was this rise here, but basically until we break this channel, I don't think that this will go any better. The USD chart looks better though, but this may be probably due to Bitcoin rising. Still we have here a steady rising channel. So yeah, nothing really important here, but just look out for any potential breaks. And now we go to our biggest losers. And first is basic attention token. And well, this chart looks quite interesting. As we can see here, there was a huge pump with basic attention token. I remember that there was some news. And now we have fully retraced. This is more than 60% retracement. And we are back at this important support line, that is both horizontal support line and long-term support line. And the situation in the USD chart is also the same. So I think this is probably a good point to buy in. But of course always be careful. I mean, the best strategy is to buy in here and have a stop loss, let's say 5% lower. And maybe then have a target of 20% or something around 5,000 or 30%. So yeah, this can give you a good risk-reward ratio. And that is for basic attention token. And finally we have Zilliqa. This actually looks quite similar to Zcash. In the USD chart last year we have this huge falling wedge. And in the USD chart we have a slowly rising channel. The most likely scenario here is that we will continue this wedge, but yeah, as the wedge is getting shorter, at some point we will have a breakout. It doesn't look that this is the case for right now, but at some point, let's say the next 3-4 months, we will have a breakout for sure, and this will probably be a good point to buy. So that is for today. If you like this content, make sure that you like this video and subscribe, and see you again next week.